Welcome to our Cinematic Storycraft English Learning YouTube channel. Today is very interesting topic. My grandfather, daily routine. This story is helpful for your English learning, listening, and speaking skills. So listen carefully and feel free and enjoy the story. My grandfather, Rajesh Kumar, was a man of routines and rituals, each day a reflection of his disciplined and rich life. He was a retired school principal, known for his stern demeanor and warm heart, and he lived in a small village where everyone respected him. His daily routine was a symphony of simplicity and purpose, a testament to the beauty of a life well lived. Every morning, at precisely 5:30 a.m., the day began for him. The village would still be enveloped in the soft embrace of dawn, the air crisp and the world hushed, save for the distant chirping of birds. He would awaken without an alarm, his internal clock as reliable as any mechanical one. Slipping out of bed with the grace of someone half his age, he would first make his bed, a habit he believed set the tone for the rest of the day. His bed was always impeccably made, the corners tucked in with military precision, a reflection of his orderly mind. Once his bed was made, he would head to the bathroom for his morning ablutions. He was meticulous in his grooming, his silver hair always combed back neatly, his face freshly shaven. He believed in starting the day with a clean slate, both physically and mentally. After his shower, he would dress in his crisp white kurta pajama, a symbol of his simplicity and traditional values.
By 6 a.m., he would be out in the garden, tending to his beloved plants. The garden was his sanctuary, a place where he found solace and peace. He would water the plants, prune the bushes, and sometimes talk to them, believing that his words encouraged them to grow. His favorite were the roses, which he had nurtured for years, each bloom a testament to his patience and care. As he worked, the sun would slowly rise, casting a golden hue over the garden, and he would often pause to appreciate the beauty of the morning.
At 7 a.m., it was time for his morning walk. He would take the same route every day, a path that wound through the village and out into the surrounding fields. The villagers would greet him with respect, many stopping to exchange a few words. He was a repository of wisdom, and people often sought his advice on various matters. He would listen patiently, offering guidance and support. His walk would last an hour, and by the time he returned home, he was invigorated, his mind clear and ready for the day ahead.
Breakfast was a simple affair, usually consisting of fresh fruits, a glass of milk, and a handful of almonds. He would sit at the dining table, reading the newspaper as he ate. He had a keen interest in current affairs, always wanting to stay informed about the world. He would often discuss the news with my grandmother, offering his insights and opinions on the events of the day. They had a deep bond, their conversations always filled with mutual respect and understanding. After breakfast, he would retreat to his study. The study was a small room lined with bookshelves that were filled with volumes on history, literature, and philosophy. He would spend a couple of hours reading and writing, a habit he had cultivated over the years. He was particularly fond of Indian history, and would often lose himself in the tales of ancient civilizations and great leaders. Sometimes he would write letters to old friends or pen down his thoughts in a journal, his handwriting as neat and precise as his character. At around 11 a.m., he would take a break to check on his grandchildren. We were often playing in the courtyard, and he would watch us with a smile, sometimes joining in our games. He was a natural storyteller, and we loved listening to his tales of bravery and adventure. He had a way of making the past come alive, and we would sit enthralled, hanging on to his every word. He believed in the importance of passing down stories and traditions, and through his tales, he imparted valuable lessons and values to us. Lunch was at 1 p.m., a more elaborate meal that my grandmother prepared with love. It was always a family affair. Everyone gathered around the table, sharing food and laughter. My grandfather had a hearty appetite, and he relished the simple, homemade dishes. He would often praise my grandmother's cooking, their eyes meeting across the table in a silent exchange of love and gratitude. The afternoons were reserved for a nap, a tradition he followed religiously. He believed in the restorative power of sleep, and after an hour or so of rest, he would be up again, ready to tackle the rest of the day. The late afternoon was spent engaging with the community. He would often visit the local school, where he had once been the principal, to offer guidance and support to the teachers and students. He had a deep commitment to education, believing it was the key to a better future, and he was always willing to help those in need. As the day wound down, he would spend the early evening playing a game of chess with his old friend, Mr. Sharma. The two of them had been friends for decades, and their games were a highlight of his day. They would sit on the veranda, the setting sun casting long shadows, the air filled with the sound of their laughter and the occasional groan of defeat. Their friendship was a source of great joy and comfort to him, a reminder of the enduring bonds that had shaped his life. Dinner was a light meal, followed by a walk around the garden. He would often sit on the veranda afterwards, gazing at the stars and reflecting on the day. It was his time for contemplation, a moment of peace before the end of the day. He believed in the power of reflection, often saying that it was in these quiet moments that one truly understood the essence of life. By 9 p.m., he would retire to his room, a book in hand. He would read for a while before turning off the light, his mind at peace, ready for the restful sleep that would prepare him for another day. His routine, though simple, was a tapestry of meaningful moments and deliberate actions, each day a reflection of his values and character. My grandfather's daily routine was not just a series of tasks, but a lesson in living a life of purpose and fulfillment. His story is a reminder of the beauty found in the ordinary, the strength of tradition, and the wisdom that comes with age. Comment your feedback. Like and subscribe our channel.